For the past 7 months, we've been sailing along the BC coast, visiting wild and beautiful places.
Weather-beaten grasses, brush and salal cover the northern shore, and rocks, reefs, and jumbled masses of logs and flotsam lie offshore. Well, I can't wait. Shall we go to shore?
Right? Now, we definitely haven't been completely isolated for this entire 7 months. We stopped in small towns to reprovision, we made friends with locals and with other sailors. But returning to a major international city after so long in quiet bays and small communities is definitely going to be a change of pace. In this episode, we close the loop and we sail back to the city of Vancouver.
We are getting ready to leave Gabriola Island. It's a bittersweet departure.
Leaving Gabriola is always bittersweet. We have good friends here, and in fact, we left with a very visible reminder of that friendship. This beautiful new Dodger that our friend Simon sewed for us.
Driving down the road on 75, I'm going up north where the sun don't shine now.
We just came out of Silva Bay and we see that snow has fallen on the mountains close by. It looks pretty cool. I guess winter is here.
Dreams came along and led me wrong. At least that's what I see from the road I'm on. This kind of freedom just leads you on. Should have been a lawyer, should have been a doctor, should have been wise enough to listen to my mother, and now I'm trying to scramble my next meal. Staying up late and waking up early. Next thing you know, you just turned 30 and sleeping in a car is fun until you gotta pee.
Simon and Aaron followed us out in Aaron's speedboat to wave goodbye.
But it's hard to be the guy that's playing the blues. Time ain't still and the world keeps spinning, and you wanna keep wishing, but you know you ain't winning. And I'm gearing up to go down where the money and the water don't flow. Thick ass ties, but I'm losing my mind, trying to find me a way to keep walking this line. Should've been a lawyer, should've been a doctor, should've been wise enough to listen to my mother, and now I'm trying to scramble my next meal.
Filming and editing a new episode of the Northern Voyage every week has been both incredibly rewarding and incredibly intense. I feel creatively spent, but it's not a bad feeling. It's a bit like the way you feel after a really difficult workout, when your muscles are exhausted and there's no way you could possibly do another rep, but you are also so proud of yourself for having done the workout. And even though you're tired, you also feel good. That's how I feel right now about filming and writing. I feel so good and so done all at the same time. And I'm actually hoping that Vancouver is going to be a little bit of an antidote.
So just entering False Creek.
When we're out in the wild, that's when I create. The quiet of the world provides endless space for my own imagination to fill. But when I'm in a city, that's when I learn. That's when I become inspired by things outside my own head. The city is filled with artists, galleries, performances. It's brimming with creative output. And seeing the genius of other people, absorbing the energy and love and sensitivity of other artists, that recharges my own inner well of creativity. So I was really looking forward to a short break from creating anything myself, and instead filling that time with learning and getting inspired by others, so that hopefully the next videos I make just draw on that new experience and input. In order to improve, sometimes you've got to slow down and learn from what's around you instead of just endlessly doing the same thing over and over. So I didn't film much when we were in Vancouver. I did have to keep up with editing a video every week, but I didn't have to film new videos at the same time, and that really reduced the workload. Aladino also rested, although he spent some time planning for the work that he'll do once we haul out again. But on the whole, our time in Vancouver was a complete change of pace. The city whirled around us, but our minds actually slowed down. Good morning. What a stunning day in the city. So it's been really nice to be in the city for a bit. I think that when we're out there on our own in the wilderness, I feel really creatively energized. Like I just want to make everything. When we're in the city, my output becomes less, but I absorb and learn a lot more. The city is the place where I come to get inspiration and education. So we've been going to art events and shows, and I've been going to a lot of jams and just learning and getting that inspiration again, so that now that we're heading out, I can sort of channel a little bit of that. I've also been taking advantage of the city, and I went to some workout classes. I've been wanting to try this kind of workout class for a while. I like to work out, and I definitely get more inspired to work out when I'm around other people. It makes me push myself more. I've heard of these workout classes that are very like trendy in big cities where the room is all dark and there's like loud music, and it's obviously not a nightclub, but it's more like that vibe instead of sort of like a well-lit room. I wanted to give it a go. It sounded like fun. So I went to a Pilates class. I realized how rare it is that I'm in a room filled with women my age. And it was really nice. It was really cool, but I also felt like such an outsider. And I don't really have any conclusion to draw from that other than it was really interesting to be in a room of my demographic and just feel like, to have that feel so foreign. It was really nice to have that for a bit, but I'm also really excited to head out and find my solitude again as well. So yeah, we're going out for a winter sailing trip. It's going to be a really beautiful trip.
What a nice day to cast off the lines. It's been nice. The cities are fun for a while. especially after the contrast of the sailing season. And here on the island there's a gym. Right across there's a pool, so I've been enjoying that gym and pool. The Falls Creek ferries are fun. It was nice to have a pass for those. Yeah, we ate out, had some fun, we've seen some friends. It was a really good stay. Fill up water, empty garbage, the engine purrs like a kitten. Super nice. We are stocked up again. Got some veggies, got a full fridge. We're almost ready to go.
We felt rejuvenated, ready to start all again with the voyaging and the filming and the storytelling, ready to take some of the inspiration we had gotten from the city and turn that into our own creativity out in the midst of a great, vast silence. Join us next week for our short but really beautiful winter trip on the Canadian coastline. Thank you everybody for being here. We are so appreciative that you watched these videos, that you came with us on the Northern Voyage, and that you continue to follow this short series of winter episodes before we begin the next big series on YouTube. As you've probably heard me talk about by now, one project that I worked on over the winter that I actually began on our winter voyage up in Desolation Sound, which you'll see next week, is my book. The Northern Voyage was turned into a hardcover book over winter. It is filled with photographs and stories from our voyage along the British Columbian coastline. It is the first run sold out, which I'm so grateful for, and the second run is going to be delivered to us, well, actually to my brother in late June, and then my brother should have all those pre-orders shipped out by early July. So if you want to order a copy of The Northern Voyage, the pre-orders are linked down below. And I didn't want to saddle a whole bunch of stock on my brother, so if you do want a copy, try to pick up a pre-order because I anticipate these might go fast again. I don't know, we'll see. The first stock certainly went a lot faster than I expected, so I don't want to jinx it, but I also, yeah, speaking from experience now, it seems like this goes quickly, so thank you for that. A really big thank you to the folks whose names are now appearing on screen for always going above and beyond to make sure that Magic Carpet keeps being produced. A really big thank you to all of our patrons without whom these episodes would not be possible. And a massive thank you to all of you watching. Thanks for leaving us a thumbs up, writing us a comment. We read all the comments, subscribing to the channel, and just tuning in every week. That's really what means the most. So thank you. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to share these stories with you. All right, I'm really looking forward to the next episode. I think the time in Vancouver was exactly what I needed because it got me excited to use the camera again. And I think that excitement comes through in the footage from the next episode because I was really motivated to get some nice shots. And I'm really proud of the winter footage we got. Okay, see you all next Friday. Bye for now.